5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Okay. 10 arrows. And I decided to play as the wonderful translaty ghost from Paper Mario. I have 2 friends who share her name. Okay. Bonk Rocks is a heart. Not super useful. A little piece of heart. 4 of those and I get a little more health. But that's 4. Bonk. Bonk. I do not mean to be bonking on those things. A little magic, that's handy. A little more magic, okay. If I find like a fire rod or something, then I am set, perhaps. Single dollar. Don't want that. Alright, this is a shield. Sweet. Not an Agaseed. I don't need to worry about Aghanim. Unless I do. Just knowing that the treasure there is trash doesn't necessarily mean that I don't need to fight him. It could well be that I run into a situation where I do need to fight him, because I need to use his portal to get into the Dark World. Bird. I will grab $50 because I need money for Kakariko Village. If I can't get bombs, then I can at least, like, buy some bombs. 10 more arrows. We hate it. I would like to report Marley has walked over to the door and is sitting there. She's opened it a little bit. We'll see what happens. Lately, it's been that every time she opens that door, Peaches ends up, like, jumping her. And then there's, like, a running, hissing fight, and I don't want that. It'll show up on the microphone. Peaches is kind of a jerk. Bombs? Bottle. Okay. Yeah, Marley is standoffish around other cats. I'll take that heart. And Peaches is not chill whatsoever. So that's a situation. Peaches has anger problems. Ooh, the glove. Because her previous owners had her front claws removed. 2 bottles. So, like, she does that thing that, like, cats do, where they are just aggro in response to being declawed. And the end result is she picks on Marley. 3 bottles! What the heck? God, I had a seed where I just picked up, like, all of the swords, like, right away. And this is basically that, except with bottles. Oh, the book? Okay. I have access to Desert Palace, at least. Alright, well, this is, I'm gonna buy some bombs, then. There are at least 4 chests in the town that I need bombs to get, and I have plenty of money, so we'll do that. It sets me back on getting into Zora's domain, but I don't care. Zora is usually a waste of money. Oh, a shovel. Alright. That changes one small thing on my way out of the town. Instead of instead of doing the foot race and then saving and quitting, I will do the foot race and then run over to the shovel spot and save and quit. And 10 arrows. Well, that was worthless. I'll grab these rupees, though. Shovel dash. What a silly technique. And 50 bucks. Okay, well, the 50 bucks. Well, that at least means that I made back the money I spent on bombs. Which I guess is something. And, ooh, the blue mail. Which I believe, yeah, it just changes the color of her hat. Which I like. That's a fun choice for the character sprite. Alright, before I run all the way over there and do the race, I'm actually going to preview what the... It's Bombos. Oh, wow. Okay, we're doing the foot race. Bombos may end up being essential. I can't use it yet because I don't have a sword. But it could be very useful. Unfortunately, I have to pull all these bushes out with my bare hands. Alright, I will take this trash. And now, as discussed... As discussed, I go to the dig spot. To dig. Excuse me, guard, no. Well, there is a dead guy. Oh my god. Oh, so worth it. Moon Pearl. Anybody who didn't do the dig spot and decided to loop it into like a lumberjack check or a blacksmith chain is going to be... That's not where I wanted to go. It's fine. Anybody who decided to loop, the dig spot into blacksmith chain is going to be so behind. Because the Moon Pearl gives you Dark World access. Or, not access, but like, oh, hello! Hello, Raiders. We're over here playing A Link to the Past. Everything is being randomized. Ooh. Quake. You know, I've never played Cult of the Lamb. But I understand it is fun. And possibly season appropriate for it being basically spooky month. I know I have an idea that I'm going to try to play for spooky season. I'm going to try to play Goat Simulator has a zombie survival mode. And so I was thinking that could be good. And so I would have goats and you would have lambs, which is a thing. It's like a cake song. Sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. Oh, I will take that 100 rupees. And that puts me almost... Fish, come back. I'm doing the fish check during a race. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, our sprite today is... Oh no, I can't check the fish now. Our sprite today is from Paper Mario. Everybody loves a Vivian. Alright. I have a bee in a bottle. The bee will kill all these moldworms for me. Good work, bee. We officially have Zora money. That means I know what I'm going to do after I'm done in South Shore here. What? Absolutely worthless cave. Yeah, I commented earlier, you know, this character's name is Vivian, and I know 2 gals named Vivian. They're both fantastic. I play Dungeons and Dragons with one of them, the other one's just someone I know. Ugh. Right, crabs do a lot of damage. I have to try to not get hit by crabs again. $50. Where are all the weapons? Avoid the crabs. I have nothing to defend myself with other than bombs. Okay. My water walk was successful. While I'm here, I will check. That's a heart piece. I don't need that. Yeah, it's not a super tricky glitch to pull off, but it's nice. It lets me check this cave, which has nothing of value. Oh no. Alright, I'll throw another bottle in. I'll get another bee. They're at least good bees. Okay. The bee with a sparkle is a special bee. The special bee can, you know, will follow me and fight a little bit better than just a normal bee. Which is appreciated. That's just bombs. I don't need to worry about that. Because I have no weapons. It is be good. I think the strategy guide back in the day actually called it the good bee. Bombs. What is going on? Alright, save and quit. Go to the house. Let's go see what Uncle has. Because I am running out of options and I have no weapons. Other than some bombs and some bees. He may. He may have a shield. There's 3 of them, and I already saw one. The cape. Okay, well that's interesting. The cape is not a weapon, but it can be used to avoid enemies. And $300 more. Alright. I'm not going into the castle with just bombs. Not happening. So here's what I'll do. I'm wealthy for now, but as soon as I'm like... Actually, you know, the castle isn't completely undoable. Alright, here's the plan. Oh my gosh. Desert Palace. I'm going to check Agena and Desert Palace. I have the book, I can get in. And while I don't have a fire source, so I can't finish the dungeon. I mean, I don't have I don't have a weapon, so I can't fight the boss anyway. There might be something on the ledge that's worth getting. So this is another place for me to check out. First, we will see what's in this cave. Other than this, there are 3 chests in Sahasrah's closet. That'll be another place to check. $20. Useless. Switch to the book. Yeah, if the ledge on Desert Palace has like a sword or a bow or a lamp even, then dipping into this dungeon is worth it. It has bombs. Okay. I will not be doing that then. Let's go to Eastern Palace and... Well, not Eastern Palace itself. We'll go to the area near Eastern Palace and talk to Sahasrah and see what he's got in his closet. Well, not talk to him. Talking to him takes time. I realize with bees, I can, in theory, do the castle dungeon. I swear to God, if the seed generator has determined that what I need to do in order to fight enemies is release bees, that's going to be a fun seed. But more likely one of these is a... Oh! Hammer. That is a weapon. Okay. I haven't done a map check. Okay, Eastern Palace is a pendant. I can't finish it because I don't have the bow. I'm going to go to the Village of Outcasts. I can do that because I have the hammer now. There's some pegs in Kakariko Village, and behind them is, you know, a Dark World portal under a rock. Just like a house key. Hidden under a rock, just in case anybody was, you know, curious. I almost ran all the way down. There's nothing down there. The hammer does a lot of damage. It's as strong as the Dorito sword. But unfortunately, you can't spin with it, and it has crap range. But it does technically count as a weapon, so now things are, in theory, doable. Map check. Okay. Tree wants to spit bombs at me. I got my own schedule here. The fun thing is that the boss in this village dungeon here... Wow. Ooh, the mirror. Very useful. The boss in this dungeon in the middle of town here, right there. Technically, I could beat him right now. I would get killed so much, though. My God, I would die so much. All of this money. And I don't want any of it. Check this one, too. Usually there's a pretty decent chance one of those bushes is going to have a bomb in it. Sword! Okay. We have a proper weapon now. I'm still not comfortable doing this with just, you know, doing the dungeon in there with just 4 hearts. Like, the fact that I have the weakest sword in the game and a hammer, it wouldn't end well. Dig, damn you, dig. There it is. It's a heart piece. Okay. Alright. Well, it's okay that it's just a heart piece. There's more things I can do over here. I can check this cave here. They call it Cave 45, and I do not know why. Another heart piece. You know, right now health is a barrier to dungeons, so I am going to pick up heart pieces. And from there, we just zip up. Oh no, there's a skull rock. Whatever, I'll run past it. 20 bucks. Okay. What is going on? Yeah, technically, I still can't beat Eastern Palace. I need a bow to get through the last room. But also, I shouldn't let that be a barrier to me trying to get through Eastern Palace. Because, normally you get the bow in Eastern Palace anyway, so you can do most of Eastern Palace without having the item you need to do it. The flute! Okay, huge. Master Sword. $5. Dorito Sword. Okay, we have weapons. Oh my god. Okay. That's so good. Pod is a pendant. Pod and Ice Palace are both pendants. They call it Pod. It's Palace of Darkness. That's shortened to Pod. Alright, while I'm over on this side of Hyrule, I'm going to check Pyramid Ledge. I didn't get the glitch off. Okay, that's fine. Oh! I had, but it didn't work for some reason. Bombs, yeah, sure. I have room for 3 bombs, why not? Most racers wouldn't bother picking up those 3 bombs. But you know, I'm not like most racers. I successively have lost 2 races in a row. Okay. God, a thought also occurs that since I have a sword now, I can actually use Bombos and Quake. That's handy. Those are full screen kills. Well, Bombos is. Quake is kind of a full screen fuck up. Got the bonk off. I don't know why people do this, but people do it. 10 arrows. I don't want it. Save and quit. I don't want to go back to the village. I don't even have a bow. What am I going to do with 10 arrows? I mean, I guess. I have a Dorito sword, though. I will say, anytime you play a monk in Dungeons & Dragons, and you actually manage to do the deflect arrows and then catch them and throw them back at the enemy, it's badass. It's so good. I'm actually playing a goblin monk in one of my campaigns that I'm playing in right now. She's fantastic. She's like a ninja assassin, and I love it. Okay, the bird is loose. Let's go to Desert Palace. Wait, I can't clear Desert Palace. Let's go up the mountain. God, Genasi are so neat. Hey, I am picturing in my head what this room looks like. I didn't picture it correctly. Let's try it again. Okay. I have the old man. Now I just need to walk out of here. Dark rooms. Not technically something I need to be able to navigate, but something I can navigate sometimes. There's an old man locked in there. And I've rescued him by leading him out of the cave. Using, I guess, ghost sight 10 arrows. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, old man. Fill my hearts up. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I've actually played a Genasi monk before. At least one of our raiders is, I believe, at least passingly familiar with the character. El Tempesta. Air Genasi monk who wound up... Originally, he was supposed to be, like, themed around being a luchador. And, by the end of the campaign, he'd morphed into a Dragon Ball Z character in terms of power levels. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, who knew that mixing monk and psionics... The bow! Okay, that's Eastern Palace completely doable now. We love it. Though also technically not in logic. I don't have the hook shot. I can't do Harapot. Oh, this is gonna suck. I actually have to go through the whole dungeon. Compass. Don't need that. Actually, it's entirely possible I won't be able to do any of this dungeon. Ow. Big key. Never mind, I can do this dungeon. Yeah, but monks and psionics. Put them together and just get ridiculous results. Wait a minute. There. Yeah, like... just your standard, you know, Dragon Ball stuff, shooting energy beams, flying, teleporting, like Psionic Dimension Door on a monk. This is the fun thing, is in you know, at least in 3.5 D&D, the monk's movement speed bonus is just described as like an additional like movement bonus to your speed. It doesn't specify ground speed, though, so according to the rules as written, it also improved his flight speed when he had it. So anytime he manifested psionic flight, you know, fly at 60 feet per round, and then also just add on an extra 60 feet for being a high-level monk. You know, another probably 30 for boots of springing and striding. It was ridiculous. But that's what made the character, you know, like I did a calculation, and like his actual movement speed was easily calculable in terms of like how many like miles per hour he was going. Moldorm. There, dead. What do you got for me, buddy? Ugh. That means there's something in the basement that I cannot get. Because I don't have a proper fire source. I have a medallion that can make explosions happen and kill everything on the screen, but it won't light torches. For that, I need either the fire rod or the lamp. But it's okay. I can check this side of the mountain. There are 2 chests over here for me. Or 2 caves with chests over here. There's... You... Stop it. There's this cave, Spiral Cave, which has 1 chest at the end. And Paradox Cave, which should have, like... 7? It's bombs? Okay. We'll bomb this wall. And there's 2 chests in here, so my guess of 7 was correct. A heart piece and 20 bucks, alright. The always useful 20 bucks. Sword beams, we love them. Money, money. Boomerang. Boomerang, good. The butter sword. Wow. Alright, there's one more thing that I didn't check up on the top of the mountain here. So I'm going to go check that, hopefully. I'm going to check that. So my bomb jump was successful. What the thing is I need to check is what's on the floating island. It's $20. Alright, let's flute out of here. And let's go do Eastern. Except I will also set myself up to check Pod. I know Pod is a pendant right now, so technically I don't need it, but there are a lot of chests in there. And I have the butter sword now. Jesus Christ. Ain't nothing stopping me. Shabam, 1 hit. Eastern Palace will have an issue if there's a dark room to navigate, but that's not going to be a huge issue for me. Which pendant is this? It's the blue one. Okay. One thing is you need to be careful not to get hit while you have the monkey. He will run away because he is a coward. Why am I checking Pod first? It's possible this first chest will have a lamp in it, and that'll negate all of my darkroom issues. Small key. Okay. Alright. I'll step out. Mirror, and then I'll go into Eastern Palace. I'm going to do a cape dash here. I'm going to attempt a cape dash here and fail. How did that happen? Oh well, it's fine. Bombs. Okay. Yeah, cape dash is basically you just, like, activate the cape and dash at the same time. It's a thing. Item dashing is not something that was meant to be in the game, but it's in the Japanese version, so it's stuck around for the randomizer. Like so many bugs that we all love, the Japanese version is a little bit busted. Fun fact about the randomizer, I'm able to cycle through my weapons by hitting the shoulder buttons. That is not something you're supposed to be able to do. Which does feel like a huge oversight for the original Nintendo team. Map. Something sharp requires a bomb. Okay, I only have one dungeon item at this point. Which means... well, I don't have the big key, so I can't progress forward, so the big key has to be in the vanilla location, actually, now that I really think about it. Grab that small key, and then we'll move back through here. Small key opens door, and we're through the dark room. Navigating a dark room without a sword is not fun, but not impossible either. Big key. It had to be. Otherwise the dungeon wouldn't be beatable. Yeah, I did a thing before where I was able to find my way through a dark room without the aid of the sword sparkles. Because I was able to... I used the shovel, basically. And that's my key. I don't know what's hitting me, but I want it to die. I died! Did I activate the other Cyclops? Is that what happened? Wow! Suffered a death. That's gonna be a setback. Oh man. Well, luckily it's not too far to get back. I was gonna say I still don't know what the stun prize is, but at this rate I don't know that I will find out, because what can I even stun in here? Skeletons take damage from the boomerang, they don't get stunned. Stun prize would be very useful if it was magic. Alright, I checked that. It was something sharp requires bomb, and the something sharp is... I have all the somethings that are sharp. Okay. Get that sleep. I'll check in with you tomorrow. I make no promises of winning. I haven't managed to do it yet. The important thing is I have fun, which is like winning all on its own. 2 arrows on that guy, and we are through. Ugh. They got too close. Oh man, I'm sucking on this. There. Okay, let's see how well we can do the Armus Knights. The answer is not very well. The hook shot! If I hadn't already killed Moldorm, that would be very useful. Jesus. Alright, well, I have a hook shot. Let's go back into pod and look around a little bit. There might be some useful things in here. I hate that these guys aren't dying. Okay, check this chest here. Small key? Big key. Okay. I don't have that small key, so I can't do that. Which means we're going back over here. Which means this chest has to be a small key. The map! No, it does not. Okay. That means that the chests that I access through these portals have to be small keys. What am I doing? I can just do that. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, right. I used most of my arrows on the Armus Knights. I'm like, why do I have so few arrows? That'd be why. Another small key. Alright. Down here. Now that I'm so armed with small keys... Oh, I have to do this first. No, that's not what I want to do. You guys get back. There we go. Not usually the way I do that, but in a pinch, I can do it. It's fine. Normally I like to position myself sideways to the thing. Okay, there's 2 chests up here that are not in the dark. Small key there. Alright. How about Harmless Hellway? Also a small key. The basement is dark, but I don't need to be able to see that well. The flippers! Okay, that's, what the heck? And the last bottle. Didn't expect to find all of the bottles. Let me up those stairs. Jesus. Alright, well there's one more dark room I can do. I don't like it, but I'll do it. It is literally a maze that I'm doing in the dark. $20? Okay, I hate that. Okay, this is the bombable wall, which leads to the big chest. Ten arrows. It's one more item in this room. My conundrum is the one item left in the room could be absolutely worthless. The compass, it's absolutely worthless. Let's get out of here. God. Okay, that was a huge time expenditure for no gain whatsoever. So I am probably very noticeably behind at this point. It's fine. We're gonna do Swamp Palace. Now that I have the flippers, I have everything I need to do Swamp Palace. Okay. I swear to God, if like actual progress is locked behind some nonsense like Graveyard Ledge or King's Tomb, which I can get into using Dark World trickery, that's messed up. I also have so much money. Why have I not purchased any potions? My bottles are full of bees. They're not super useful anymore. Stairs, please. Oh my God. I do not have a shield. I can easily get hit by that thing, and I hate it. Heart piece. Okay. Okay, we're going to set up a little skip here in a second. So I will need my bombs. I didn't get to do Haripot, but I can do this. Haha! Clip through the wall. That's one trick that's not outlawed in this league. I was practicing clips and glitches, most of which I can't use in this race because they technically are illegal. But the two that I like the most, Haripot and that, which I don't remember the name of the actual clip, but it's fine, they're not banned. Oh, kind of want that health. No, I didn't get the big key yet. Okay. So I'm going to flood that next room. Normally, flooding that room will prevent me from picking up that skull there. And that is the case here. I will not be able to pick up that skull. It's fine, because I skipped using another key earlier, so I do have a spare key in reserve. God, this is one thing I'm doing here that a lot of people also wouldn't have been doing, is the left side of Swamp Palace without clearing out the boss first. It's very possible that I don't need to go this side whatsoever. How did that happen? Now, what do I have in terms of dungeon items yet? Nothing. It could be that the left side here is entirely dungeon items. You know, there's, I think, 2 chests over here. So if one is a map and one is a compass, or even a big key, then I've wasted my time a little. Compass! Oh, I spoke it into existence. Red boomerang. Okay. Well, you know, that is an item. Not one that's particularly useful, but it is an item. So I would be thinking to myself, well, I would be second-guessing myself the whole way back through if I didn't get that. I'd be like, what if it's the fire rod? If it's the fire rod, I need that. It's kind of essential to beating the game. With no big key, I can't open that. That means I just have to press on through. You know, well, no, technically I could. I was thinking I couldn't do this, the clips in this dungeon, even if I wanted to, because I don't have the red cane. But then I remembered there is another way to do it using bombs. I've not practiced that whatsoever, so I don't think I could pull it off, but it is possible. Ether Medallion. Potentially necessary? There's 2 dungeons that are opened with medallion attacks. One uses ether, one uses bombos. Or no, one uses ether, one uses quake. But they're also randomized. They could be anything. For all I know, they're both bombos. That could be they're both ether, which means that coming here was very necessary. Or at least getting those chests was very necessary. Coming to this dungeon is necessary. Skipping certain content, you know, is a thing you can do. Please, boss, do not drop the map. Yeah, it's the map. This boss's name is Argus, which, to any Warcraft fans, know that is the homeworld of the Draenei. But also, let's be honest, it's just also a spelling of the name of the dog that Jason owned, that he named the boat after. Okay, it's not the map. Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts. They named their boat the Argus after Jason's dog, if I recall correctly. I have the flippers now. Why don't I see what the homeless guy's got? If it's a lamp, I swear to God. I may as well go to the island for it, just because I know there's a heart piece here. And health is still an issue for me. I'm weird. This is one of the checks that I like to do. It's kind of out of the way, but it is worth, you know, sometimes there's useful things here. all useful thing, at least singular. There's only one item in this guy's hand. You know, a little tent under the bridge. Bombs! It's just bombs. Okay. Flute, let's get out of here. Oh boy, what do I want to do? Let's... Screw it. Coming here. Letting our bees out of their bottles. And I'm spending all of my money on potions. Then I'm gonna go to the village. It'll be fine. Start the sanctuary. Talk to the man. Teleport that to the door. Get the flute out. I have, in my head, I have eliminated the possibility that this will be an Aghanim required seed. That just wouldn't make any sense at this point. I need the hammer. So I need to get into the Dark World. Sword beams are useful, but they also get in the way. Oh my god. Item dash, please. Yeah, basically when you're doing, when you're fighting an enemy and your sword beam is the first thing that collides with them, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I have the strongest sword in the game right now. But if it bounces off of enemies, then, you know, like if I hit them with the beam rather than the sword, and then it does as much damage as like one of the weakest swords in the game. In fact, the weakest sword in the game. I'm like, what's this? What's this one of nonsense? It just straight up is the worst. The lamp! Oh, wow. Okay. That's very useful. Does mean that I need to change my approach for getting into this dungeon, but that's fine. Few of these chests back here need to be small keys as a result of what I've seen. That's fine. I'm going to run up here and grab this chest first. For the big key. Useful. Compass, not useful. Ugh. Spike tops. Come on now. And the small key I was looking for. Okay, the fact that I have the big key means I'm coming in here, pulling on this switch, and opening the big chest. And my reward is the map. Yeah, there is one more chest I can open without the fire rod in this place. I do have an ulterior motive for coming in here, though. Even if I get through here and the fire rod ends up not being in this dungeon. Fairy, I require your assistance, and by that I mean health. If I don't get the fire rod in this last room here, I do have another plan. I'll be fine. Stun prize is small magic. Small key. Okay. One thing I need to check, and I stepped out of the dungeon in the wrong direction. I'm going to go through here. I'm going to run across this room. And I'm going to check something that probably nobody else has checked. Depending on what's in there, this could spell victory or doom for me. That's... Alright, we'll go up a little further. It's just health. It's just health. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I can actually do Desert Palace. It's a pendant. Ugh, whatever. I'm here. I will look around. I'm like, what can I do? I can do Desert Palace. What I need are 7 crystals, though. And this is not a crystal dungeon. Let's just go ahead and get through here quickly. I like that I say that as though getting through quickly has not been the aim of every dungeon. Small shield, which means this will be a small key. I then use the small key to run all the way over here and open another door. That other door will contain 2 chests, one of which will be the big key. I think. Yeah, big key. Goddamn. Okay. That's the map. Well, that's not super useful. By not super useful, I mean not useful at all. Maps are for people who don't know where they're going. Oh, this room shouldn't be a small key. Shouldn't be able to be a small key. Compass. Which means the boss has an item. Oh, fighting the boss in Desert Palace isn't something anybody wants to have to do when it's a pendant dungeon. Just this long stretch of dungeon with no... You know... There's no chests in it other than what the item the boss has. But if we must, we must. I mean, I have other things I could check, but I'm already here, so we're doing this. It shouldn't be too hard. You know, I have all the stuff I need to get through here relatively quickly. This guy can just keep his distance. I will say that this fight is a little bit of a gamble. It's fine, though. This boss shouldn't take too long. I think I just need one more hit on this head. Yeah. It's just bombs! Oh no! Oh, all that for nothing. There wasn't even useful trash in this dungeon. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna use the flute. Go to the village. I'm gonna use their teleporter in the back to go to the Dark World. From there, I will go north, and I will check Bumper Cave Ledge, I will check Graveyard Ledge, I will check King's Tomb, and then I will go into the back of Escape and check Dark Cross. Since I have the lamp now, I can do dark rooms. A plan has been formulated. It's hopefully a successful formulation. We'll see what happens. Little bouncy guy. What the heck? Okay. First check. North from here. What are you, Bumper Cave? Your health. God, it's really not... It's out of the way, but I could use health. Health is, frankly, one of the things that's keeping me from doing some areas. There, that works just fine. Oh! The fact that it filled up my health means that that was the special heart that you usually get at the sanctuary after doing the escape sequence. Well, that's fun. Usually picking up a full health piece doesn't, like, refill your health. It just, you know, gives you an additional, like, blip of health. Whatever you want to call it. And... at Sanctuary, the old man is just like, wow, you've gotten your ass kicked rescuing the princess. Here, let me give you this heart piece, and then you can have all your health back. $20. We don't want your $20. Okay, so... this is not the way that they intend for you to get into King's Tomb, but it is something that the randomizer knows you can do. Normally you need the Titan's Mist to lift those very heavy rocks. But I just... a single arrow. The game is taunting me now. It knows I'm far behind, because I've done now basically 2 dungeons I didn't need to do. You know what the worst part about doing that second dungeon that I didn't need to do is that if I'd done that one first, if I had... oh no! I don't run into that. I just push it. If I had done that first dungeon after I had the lamp, it would have gone so much faster. The main issue with doing that first the main issue with doing Palace of Darkness was I didn't have the lamp. So I had no idea where I was going. Like that dark maze? So much more time consuming in the dark than if you have a lamp. Bombs! Game, why are you doing this to me? All of those checks, none of them gave me anything. Alright, here's the new plan. Off to the village. to once again gain access through the back to the Dark World. And then from there, I'm going to do Thieves Town, I guess. The boss I was nervous about doing because he does a lot of damage and he has a lot of hits to take, but I bought a lot of potions, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. I should be able to handle this. I have so many items. Let's give it a shot. Am I going to see Vanilla Titan's mitts? If not vanilla, then at least in the same dungeon as it usually is, because that's this one and I'm here now. And being able to lift heavy rocks would be significant progress. It's more health. It's just more health. Okay, 2 more chests in this area. There's that one there, and then there's the one I gotta get from the below area. Compass, okay, which I think means this has got to be the big key. Yeah, which will give me access to the back area. I may quote the Beastie Boys, let me see some actions from the back section. What's back here? I know that's a key, so that's at least something. You know, I know everybody knows Sabotage and Intergalactic is fantastic, but the song Body Movin' is highly underrated. I'm just going to put it out there. Those guys could, as they say, spit. $20. These lizards actually do a lot of damage. I will avoid them as best I can. Oh, this is starting to make me wonder if I need to do hair abasement now that I have the lamp. I mean, I didn't do anything sequence breaky to get into Tower of Hera. That was just an option. So the fact that it would make you double dip on Tower of Hera is especially cruel, but I've seen especially cruel things from the randomizer before. It's not out of character for this thing to be cruel. Okay, speaking of that's not out of character for this thing to be cruel, here we have a wonderful opportunity for it to demonstrate. There's one more chest down on this level. It contains either... It either has the map, or it has a key. A small key. The small key is necessary to get into the room that would have the chest, so no matter what I get from the boss here, I'm not going back in. I've got everything I need from here. Wait. Alright, get the cape ready. There. Cape. The map, which means the small key to get into the room with the last chest is in the chest in the small key room. We're done in here. No fire rod were picked up. God, where do they want me to go? Alright, going into Ice Palace is not the worst option. What am I doing? Yeah, going into Ice Palace, not the worst option. Not something I want to do either. But, here we are. That was an odd jump. I can't get into Ice Palace. I don't have the Titan's Mitt. Oh no. We're going into... We're going back into Hera. Oh no, that's the worst spot for that guy to be. I'm getting beat up by these friggin' sky cabbages. I hate them. Okay. Took all that damage. If one of these bushes will have a fairy in it. Okay. I'm gonna do Spike Cave. Because I haven't suffered enough. What does Spike Cave have? The magic powder. Arguably useful. That means Magic Bat is in logic. I was already up there, though. And fuck it. I'm gonna check the basement and Tower of Hera. Because I am full of terrible ideas. I am not consulting the heart of the cards. I've already made up my mind. You know what I haven't done that I can do that I just realized? Is the Bombos tablet. Yeah, I will think about that. I'm missing so many necessary items that, like, one thing and opening up one dungeon will give me, like, so many accesses. I'm just using a glitch here at this point. I may have... Yeah, taking a step to the left made it so that I can't just walk through. It's fine, it's fine. That means I gotta handle these guys the old-fashioned way. I will take that. Extra magic, very useful. What is it? Ice Rod! Required. The double dip on Tower of Hera. Required. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm feeling better about that now. Let's go check Bombo's tablet, since it's another cockamamie idea I came up with while I was up there. Normally that's something that you would try to loop into Blacksmith Chain, but without the Titan's Mitts, I can't even start Blacksmith Chain. There's a frog trapped behind some big heavy rocks, and until I can lift big heavy rocks, I cannot rescue that frog. Okay, what do we got? The Titan's Mitt. Okay, alright. That is serious progress. I can't even begin to describe how much huge progress that is. We're going to Misery Mire. That also means I can do, I can do Blacksmith Chain. The thing I was just talking about doing. That's Bombos. Okay. $20. 10 arrows. 2 weeks ago in my first race, the gag prize seemed to be just finding $20. The week after that, last week, the joke prize seemed to be 10 arrows. There were just so many 10 arrows early on. Mire Cave, which typically is thought to have something very useful in it. Silver arrows. Gimme, gimme. I am so glad I came over here first. Holy shit, silver arrows. Vitreous is going to be a chump now. Yeah, Mire Cave is usually thought to have something very useful in it. Today, both gag prizes from both of my previous races. It's fine though. Mire Shed is allowed to be shit because Checkerboard Cave gave me the silver arrows. Okay, let's just run through here real quick. I don't have sword beams. This will be a little bit slower than I would have hoped. Ow. Jesus. Whiz ropes. God. My friend Quo was playing through all of these Zelda games for a YouTube video they were doing. And it was just... The whiz rope design from the first game they showed up in was so questionable judgment. Holy crap. They just looked like you were fighting Klansmen. Which, you know, fight Klansmen. Sure, that's a good thing. But, Nintendo, why are you putting them in your game? God, I'm actually going to have to loop Magic Bat into the Lumberjack check. Lumberjack. Into the Blacksmith Chain. Realizing I have the powder. I didn't do any of that stuff, so... That's how it's going to work out, I guess. I'm not trying to grapple onto that side of the room. Wow, that was like all of my magic. Cape just eats through it. You know, that's fine. That's fine. Because my stun prize is a small magic thing. I only really have one trick for this dungeon. It's not a huge time saver or anything, but it can save a little time. Oh, get out of my way. Okay. Oh no! I picked up that pot. The grapple point is gone. No, I'm not going to bother with that guy. There we go. I wasn't just... That did have a purpose. I needed to glitch through the wall. I realized I looked like I was standing there swinging at nothing. No. By locking myself to the door's coordinates, I was able to just slide right through the wall. It's a useful piece of technique. No, I don't want to go in there. I certainly don't want to use one of my hard-fought small keys to get through that door, because that door just leads me back to this room. I can get back here fairly easily. Alright, small keys go through here. Ow. God, no fire rod means that the room with the torches is gonna suck. I think... Yeah, there it is. I was like, there's a full magic pickup on the way up to the 4-torch room. By 4-torch room, I of course mean 2 torches. Because there's these 2. And there's also these 2 that are technically in a different room. I need to light all of these torches and then jump in a pit. I'm at the stage where I need to pick up items still. I don't have the red staff, so I can't get access to Turtle Rock. But now that I think about it, I can get access to Super Bunny Cave and Hookshot Cave while I'm up there. Because I can do the Death Mountain Dark World. Blue Cane, okay. Don't really need that, but okay. Oh no, I can't do this dungeon. I don't have the red cane. Oh no! Oh, this is going to be a terrible time on this seat. I can just tell already. How did I forget? I need to make like a cheat sheet that I can stick to the wall or something. Just be like, don't try this dungeon without these items. Because, whew, let me tell you. Right now I have fallen victim to that, what, like twice now? I never checked Magic Bat. This is very possibly an issue. If Magic Bat or one of the other 2 rewards from Blacksmith Chain has the Fire Rod, then this whole trip up Death Mountain here to look through Hookshot Cave is a waste of time. Oh, 2 people finished already. Like back to back, 1 minute. Okay, the fact that 2 people are already done does indeed confirm that I am very far behind. Oh man. Taco is always one of the first, at least if not the first, like one of the first 2 done. It's ridiculous. They're very good at this. It's like, I know that I'd also said earlier that, like, a lot of this comes down to kind of like a gamble, like the roll of the dice, you know, because routing decisions... Red Cane. Routing decisions can, sure, make a huge impact on how well you perform. But the thing is that it's all randomized. So you can make all the best, most sensible, weighted logic, routing decisions, and still have them turn out wrong because the seed just happened to throw you a curveball. Like here, I am going into Turtle Rock. I can't beat Turtle Rock because I don't have the Fire Rod. Now, the logical thing would be to look anywhere else before even attempting this. It could be an Ice Palace. Ice Palace has Turtle Rock fairly often. I just realized my stream description still says this is my first try at a race. This is my 3rd race. This chest will tell me if I can do anything in this dungeon. Yes, I can. There is one chest that I can't get at, and it's over on the right. But because that chest had a key, I can just go to this door here. And I will put off having to turn around until close to the boss. So that is what's going to happen. Ugh. Why did I hit that? I don't know. Yeah, basically, skill at the game in terms of, like, fighting enemies and, doing tricks to clear dungeons and making the right turns is only part of what you need to do in order to be successful at a randomizer seed. You also need to figure out routing. And so I have to believe that Taco is doing routing just spot on. There is unfortunately one issue with There's one issue with the whole routing thing, and that's that my routing is not that great either. As is evidenced by the fact that I've like twice now entered dungeons and had to be like, oh no, I can't do this place. Turn around. Or like going in and being like, I'm going to waste all my time doing this. You know, that the Dark Maze in Pod. I did the whole Dark Maze in Pod. Got nothing from it. But this is the thing, is that it's a gamble. If I'd done the Dark Maze in Pod and gotten something very good, then we would have said it was the right move. But you have no way of knowing until you open that chest. I don't know. Basically, did I get the big key? No, I didn't. So I can't continue into the dungeon, which means the big key is on the right side. Oh. I went in. I almost didn't do Mimic Cave. Mimic Cave. You want to be nice and give me a fire rod? It could happen. This would be the biggest screw of the game. Okay, it's its health. Can you imagine? You'd have to commit to Turtle Rock so hard to get into Mimic Cave and not even have the fire rod, which is exactly what I did. Was it a good idea? No. No, it was not. As evidenced by the fact that I'm leaving early. We're doing lumberjack check. Not lumberjack. We're doing blacksmith check. Why do I keep saying lumberjack instead of blacksmith? Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. I only have one of the red pendants. What's the other red pendant? Turtle Rock is the other red pendant. Red crystal. Yeah, the fact that there are, I think, only 6 people running and 2 are already done is, you know, is a hint as to things that are happening. I wanted the hammer. Item dash. Item dash. I've been watching videos today. $20. Alright, don't need that. Super Mario Wonder looks fantastic. I'm just gonna say it. If it weren't for the fact that, like, I was already passing up games because they were like, oh, this has a Nintendo price tag on it, then I would be like, yeah, I want Mario Wonder. Let's get that. Let's do some YouTube content for that. $20. There's some very, very interesting features in the game. I dig it. It looks a lot of fun. Oh. I thought somebody else had finished. The race timer site. No, just somebody has added a comment. Alright, Magic Bat, what do you got for me? Time to take a drink. The fire rod. Let's go mode. I'm only missing the bug net. Screw the rest of lumberjack chain. Blacksmith chain. I did it again. Why did I do that? Okay, whatever. While I was in town, it might have been the smart thing to do to go finish Skull Woods. The last thing I needed for it was the fire rod, after all. But I'm already back up on the mountain. We're gonna do Turtle Rock, baby. Those Dead rocks can just... whatever. I don't care. Alright, go mode. The two people who have finished chatting comments that I will not be able to read until the end of the race. What could they be saying? I'd actually laugh so hard if they were all watching Saku's stream and she was doing worse than I was somehow. Is it possible to be doing worse than I am right now? Hard to say. But you know what? At least now, everything is a straight line. We have another person who finished. Okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm not concerned about finishing necessarily. Mushroom. I mean, I'm going to finish the seed. It's a straight line from here to the end. I am going to finish. Getting a place is not exactly my top priority. I just like playing the game. You know, I know in that one race that I ran, I made the comparison to Hank Hill fishing with crack, trying to avoid jail time. And it's just, you know, he knew he was going to jail, but he kept fishing anyway, all the way up to the shore. Like, that's a man who loves fishing. And unfortunately, also crack. You know, part of me has to assume that the fact that people finished so quickly means that the big key in Ganon's Tower has to be one of the easier checks to get. It wouldn't make sense if it was like buried somewhere deep. Because people finished a full 15 minutes ago. Oh, gosh. That didn't work at all. Excuse me? Speaking of not working at all, what am I... Where did I miss a small key? I'm officially perplexed now. Ah. Okay, well, no more sword beams. Yeah, you're just... Where? What? This is just magic. Did me saying that it's a straight line to the end screw me? Did I jinx myself something fierce? Because I know none of these are, like... That's magic. I've never gotten these pots, so it can't be any of these pots, but, like... I did that. That was the first place I checked in here. At this point, I'm just, like, retracing all of the steps. That's a tile room. It leads to nothing. I know it leads to nothing. I've been to this place often enough that I know I've never had to do it before. Alright, let's try this again. Double check just in case I somehow missed, like... Yeah, no. It's magic. Color me absolutely confused. How did I not open the... I'm an idiot. This is what I get. This is what I get for doing races slightly tired. Oh my god. The worst part is, oh no, I didn't even pick up any of the full magic ups that I've walked past. I'm at the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit low on magic. There. Full magic. And let's get out of here. As stated previously, I am in go mode, except I need a small key from down here. Okay. 4 chests to look at. I don't care about the rupee expense. I'm just going... $50. Which means you are the small key. No. Where's the little helm sore? Magic. I'll run right through that guy. Now off I go to fight this last boss. God, routing is also... Turtle Rock should have been saved for last. Because from Turtle Rock, I could have just run over to Ganon's Tower. Ice. There, he's dead too. But no, since I did this before Skullwoods, compass, whatever, give me the crystal. Let's get out of here. I have a cat cleaning herself on my bed. Marley. Yep. She's aware that I'm aware of her. Okay, let's do Skullwoods. It'll be quick. Then Misery Mire, and then I guess I'll save and quit to the mountain. God, I cannot believe how badly this seed screwed with my head. The sword beams are also screwing with these enemies. Jesus. Like, how is that not a direct hit? I don't have the bug net, so catching that fairy is not an option. For a second, I'm like, oh, I have an empty bottle. Why don't I put that fairy in it? Can't do it. Okay, straight to the boss. There's a chest in the front here that I do not presently care about. Oh, Wallmaster, just jumping in front of the shot. Get down, Mr. President. Okay. I have the butter sword. It should be okay. Unless, of course, the spikes really screw with me. There we go. I knew this was going to be fast. Hey, half magic would be nice. Half magic would have been nice, but of course I can't get nice things. Okay. Then we use the flute to get out of here. Then we go to the Misery Mire. Hey, Tona. Yeah, no, I'm doing incredibly badly, so there's still plenty of race. I gotta finish this dungeon, and I need to also do Ganon's Tower and then fight Ganon himself. There are 3 people already done. 2 of them have been done for nearly half an hour. I made some very silly mistakes. Oh! You got like a merch table going on? Yeah, hilariously, I cleared most of this dungeon and then got to this room and realized, wait a minute, I didn't have the red cane, so I couldn't finish the dungeon. Rookie mistake. Just entering a dungeon without having all of the things you need to clean it. Thanks. Well, I hope your table does well. I'm sure you have a sense of presentation, so I'm sure it'll look good. You know, regardless of foot traffic at a con. I know HalCon, the last time I went... Did I not need to hit that switch? What the heck? Last time I went to HalCon, foot traffic was pretty heavy, and I know that you are in a significantly more populous part of the country, so I imagine you're going to have a whole lot more people looking at your stuff. I will definitely have a look after I'm done with this race. Which, who knows, at the rate I'm going, could be tomorrow. Actually, hilariously, it is tomorrow already. Time zones. Yeah, I know I was like counting myself lucky for finding the silver arrows before I came in here. And I didn't even get a chance to use them when I found them. Because I couldn't get to the boss. Jesus, Vitreous. How did... There. So many zaps. Small key. Oh no, Saku finished. There is just me and one other person. Oh yeah, that's a significant uptick in the number of people involved. Yeah. I look forward to hearing about how it goes. And I am... Yeah, I'll be curious to see, you know, what sort of, like, attendees they have, like, in terms of, like, guests. I know HalCon is always, like, big about, oh, we got these guests, we got this guest, we got that guest. You know, one year John Delancey was there, that sort of thing. Which I guess gets eyes and feet in the con space, which will in turn drive people to the art tables. Oh. I suppose that makes sense. If somebody's dropping, you know, like $25 on, you know, an autograph from Samuel Delaney or something, then that's $25 less than they can spend at a merch table. And, you know, I've gone to cons that were, like, strictly Matt Hill. I'm not sure who that is. We're going into the dungeon, though. I have reason to suspect that the big key is very near the front. $20. I'm like, I thought Ironhide. You can't. Do you mean like G1 Transformers from like 1984. Okay, I was going to say, because I was under the impression that Ironhide and that was just also Peter Weller, who is Optimus Prime. Okay. But the fact that, like, Captain N was on the list led me to believe that that could possibly be the era he's involved in. Jesus Christ. There. Ooh, better armor. Health, okay. Small key, I do need small keys. Small key. I don't know enough about Transformers to say definitively what era those are. I just know that those are much later than I stopped watching. Small key. Come on. There we go. Oh, I booched the peg stun. Oh. God, I don't think anything will remind me of how big of an egomaniac Todd McFarlane is than the fact that he put Todd McFarlane's Spawn on the front of, like, everything to do with that character. Like, who else are we gonna confuse him with? Bombs. Arrows. Big key. Yeah. Like, I understand you've invented the character. God. I have so many things I could say about Todd McFarlane. He is not a good person for the comics industry. I know he was involved in a lengthy court battle with Neil Gaiman and Alan Moore. There. Did I ever tell you that I watched that movie in theaters? Yeah, me and my childhood best friend were just like one day, let's go see a movie. What's showing? I wound up being Spawn. And there was like nobody else in the theater. I am doing this room incredibly badly. Just the worst. You know, it's funny to think, up until Spawn, I bet John Leguizamo didn't have any doubts about what was the worst movie he was ever in. And then, he's just like, oh man, Mario has some competition, doesn't he? It's easy to forget that they put him like in a ridiculous fat suit for that Spawn movie. And one more hit on this guy. Oh, it would have been one more hit if I'd gotten the spin off. What? There. Door open. I want the red stick. Give me the red stick. Yeah, I think I saw... God, I know I saw something with John Leguizamo that was like a history type thing. But now I don't remember it, like, at all. I don't... You know, he's a decent enough actor. I like the guy. He does good work. They just Netflix one day was like, hey, here's a John Leguizamo thing for you. And I was like, well, might as well watch this. Ugh. Alright, I got small keys. I can do this place. I am officially getting last place. Are you half magic? No. But I'll take the health up. Oh. Second week in a row. God damn it. Yeah, second week in a row. Dead last. We're doing it. $20. The magic up is useful. Let's get our hook shot out. I can two-shot Moldorm here. Two-shot Moldorm? How did he manage to dodge that? It's okay. You know, I was doing this without actually having, like, a race group before. So, like, I don't consider this, like, a loss in terms of a race. This is something that I was... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just have fun playing the game. So, the fact that there's other people that I'm playing against lets me get a feeling for how quickly I'm doing things. Possibly how effective my routing strategies are. And how badly I can screw up fighting this boss. The blue balls. Some of these setups are just cruel. Like, it's half of these, there was no way I was going to be able to reflect the magic at him. Which I recognize is a good strategy on his part. But yeah, no, I knew it was fairly obvious early on that I was going to be pretty far behind. I have a pendant from a dungeon I got nothing in. I spent entirely too long in Palace of Darkness where I got absolutely nothing of value. I retreaded my way through Turtle Rock a couple of times. Basically, mistakes were made. There we go. I've got him on that phase already. I just need to be aware of the fact that I don't have a whole lot of health right now. No, 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 no! Oh my gosh. Oh, I needed to get one more hit on him and he was done. But that's okay. That's why we have blue potions. Oh, you know, sometimes it's acceptable to just have a play in the game just be a comedy of errors. Let's drop it in. The first passengers on a hot air balloon, a sheepduck, and a rooster. I didn't read that the last time in here. This time I have read it. Okay. So now I've used enough magic that I should try to avoid making another mistake that makes me fall in a hole. Ganon. There, he's dead. I did it. If I was sensible, I would have walked up to the top of the screen, so I'd be closer to the exit. Okay. Step through. And done. Oh my gosh, 6 minutes past the last guy. The person who finished first got Dark World access 7 minutes in. Good for them. I guess they made their way to Hype Cave early. The next person, 145 completion rate. Such a bad Aga 2 fight as well. Not a kind Fire Rod today. Yeah, the Fire Rod was pretty bad today. I combined poor routing with poor execution. 181 out of... Okay. I'm going to have to leave a note to tell everybody else what my completion rate was and how badly I did, because this was not great. Oh. It's funny. I didn't trust in the heart of the cards. Not once. I shuffled my deck and everything. I'm all ready to go, and I didn't even draw once. That's supposed to be my gimmick. If I'm like, I could do A or I could do B, I will determine whether I do A or B essentially by coin toss. But I don't want to actually flip a coin because that requires like manual dexterity while I'm playing a video game. And I don't want to do two things at once that require hand-eye coordination in separate spaces. So what I do is I have a deck of cards. So instead of heads and tails, it's red or black. Yeah. Okay, well, this was an interesting seed. I will probably be uploading this to YouTube next Friday. I know that last week's race went up earlier today. Although, I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking about, Friday's a good time for it because it's before the race. But also, I do have, like, a slight stretch of time. Video goes up Saturday. And then I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday with nothing. And then Wednesday, another video goes up. And then Thursday and then race on Friday that happens live. So maybe Monday's a better day for this. 170. Gosh. Well, 2 hours, 10 minutes, respectable time. Obviously, the stream went a little bit longer than that because I was waiting for the seed to drop. But yeah, that's a good place, I guess, to leave off because there's nothing else to really do. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, being your host, Joe. Tona, I'm going to go look at your con picks and see what's going on. See you next time.